Welcome back to 642 Things to Draw. Let's see what prompts we have today. Try not to skip ahead. Okay. Looks like there are two prompts. First is a tulip. Nice. And a gold medal. Alright, let's get into it.
Welcome back to my 642 Things to Draw series. So I kind of forgot to mention in the beginning, but this is prompt number 19. It's the first time I've forgotten to say what prompt it is, so first time for everything, I guess. But yeah, this prompt, there were only two, so I had a tulip and a gold medal. And my first thought was just sketching out what does a tulip look like, then I put a circle around it to make it look like a medal. And I kind of liked that idea, but I wanted to figure out a couple other things. So I thought, what about a tulip winning a gold medal for being the best tulip? I don't know. You didn't like that one, so then I thought about a person winning a gold medal and people are throwing tulips at them, like as a congratulatory thing, and that was cute, but I just wasn't feeling that either. Then I thought about what about like a horse winning a gold medal and tulips also being like thrown towards it as a congratulatory thing, and that just seemed like too much and I just didn't want to be that extra today. So I decided to stick with this gold medal with a tulip in the middle. I thought it was a cute way to combine both of the things, but it also sort of gave me a challenge to do something that I'm not typically used to, and it's just making one object that's all one color, all gold, but have details in it. So that's what I went with, and now that I've switched over to this screen, you can see I'm just sketching out using this circle template thing that I have, and I'm using a watercolor pencil by, I think it's like the Generals brand or Kimberly brand, or it's the Kimberly brand by Generals. I don't know. It's a watercolor pencil though. I thought it was the best option for watercolor paper, and I could erase it, but even if it stayed on the paper, it would just blend in. And it's in yellow ochre, but it's close enough to gold, so I thought it was a good idea. And it just seemed like a better idea than graphite, which would smudge and probably ruin things. So that was my plan, at least, was using these sort of supplies. And as you can see here, I didn't tape my watercolor paper down to my desk, so it likes to scoot around as I'm working on it. And I never actually ended up taping it down, so the paper warped too. I'm just not having a day, like a good day, I guess. But since this was supposed to be a gold medal, I decided to add it to a little ribbon thing, because when I think of gold medals, I think of, I guess, like the typical sort of ones from like the Olympics or gymnastics or whatever, and it's just a medal on a ribbon. So yeah, that's what I went with. Then I just used my kneaded eraser to clean up those edges, and I'm using this Faber-Castell Gelato stick in gold champagne. And that's what I thought would work to sort of color in this medal, this one solid gold color. And yeah, you can pretty much use these gelatos and mix them with water. And if you want to know more about how they work, I have a whole video review on these. So I'll probably link that in the card, in the iCard in the corner. So you can check that out if you're interested. But yeah, using this was interesting. I'm also using a tiny little bottle full of water because it's what I had in my studio, and I was actually too lazy to get up and go to the sink to get a bigger jug of water. So yeah, that's what I'm using. It worked. It was a little annoying, but it worked. And I'm just using this gelato now with the brush like dipped onto it to get some darker colors for the actual tulip part of this. What am I calling it? Metal? Why did I forget that word? But yeah, it was kind of a struggle figuring out how to get this to work and get the color to lay down somewhat evenly, but it's okay. It kind of worked like I wanted it to, and this picture really just wasn't ending up as clean lines as I was hoping it would, so instead of fighting it, I tried to go with it. So I thought maybe this could be a bit more of like an impressionistic piece, you know? I could just become Claude Monet for a day and not have clean lines. I don't know. it was a weird prompt day. It's just a weird day in general. So it just wouldn't be one of my videos if things were normal, though. So I used more of the gelato, like, while it was wet to try and make the ribbon part, and using more of the actual, like, pigment stick helped because there was more pigment when mixed with the water, so it went down darker, and I think it added a nice contrast between the metal itself and the ribbon that it's attached to. So I liked that. It had a weird texture and consistency, though. It was sort of like this thick, waxy consistency, or like oily consistency, I guess, but didn't spread as much. It was sort of like oil pastels, but not as smooth. It was like a thicker version of an oil pastel, I guess. So that was an interesting discovery with this, but it's fine. I just used then, since my brush had some of that like waxy, oily, like gelato paste stuff still on it, I just used it to darken up some parts on the metal, like the outside, and tried to give some shadow into that tulip in the middle. I think it helped add some contrast into the metal itself, which was nice and sort of made the tulip part pop out more. So it became a bit more of a central focus of this prompt, which it was one of the prompts, so I guess that's a good thing. Next, I was trying to figure out what could I add in the background to not take away from this prompt, but give it something. But I didn't just want to do a flat pouring background, because that's not fun. So I have these Ecoline brush markers, and they can be mixed with water. So Ecoline also makes like liquid watercolors, but I just thought the brush marker version would be a bit easier to work with. So I have two. I just have this like green and pink color shade. Can't remember the actual names. So yeah, I'll link them below though, because when I'm working on the description, I will look up the names. But yeah, I was just using these for the background. I thought it might be cute to have like a tulip field in the background. And it also just gave this some kind of much needed color or some interest in the background of this prompt. My original thought was I'd have this field and then these tulips would sort of go up into the sky. Then I realized that, oh, hey, I don't have a blue color for the sky, or any color for the sky for that matter, because I only have a blue and a pink, or blue and a pink, a green and a pink. So after I put down what I thought I wanted, I tried to fix it and added more grass and tulips into the background, and it kind of helped. It definitely made the background more even and helped bring the metal out more into like the foreground of the picture, but it's still just a little too, not abstract, but impressionistic, I guess, that for my tastes, it's fine, it works. It just wasn't exactly what I wanted, but I'm okay with it. I learned some stuff, so that's good, right? That is sort of one of the points of these prompts is so I can test new things, figure things out. It's a learning process. Also, if you guys don't remember from one of my first videos, I have a link in the card down below so you can get this 642 Things to Draw prompt booked for yourself if you want to follow along. Or if you want to follow along in general, anything that you make, if you post on Instagram and tag me with the hashtag 642 Shananigans, I can check out your work and I will definitely comment and like on any and all of the posts that I can possibly comment on. Wow, I can't speak. But yeah, that's the end of this prompt. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't seen the rest of the series, it'll be linked in the end card at the end of this video. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day. Bye! Do you want to see more shenanigans? Then make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Oh, you want to see more shenanigans like right now? Then check out these suggestions on your screen or head on over to my Instagram. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Check back soon for some more shenanigans. Bye!